Last time on Space Engineers, we roll our pod down a hill.
Alright, come on, you piece of junk. We got storms coming.
Yes, yes, go, 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 go. Roll, roll, roll. Oh, keep going, keep going, keep going. We turned a thruster on.
You know what? I wonder, what if I turn this thruster on?
Ooh, yes, yes, yes. Go. Go, 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 go. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Come on, roll over. You can do it. I believe in you. Go. And we mine some rock.
An underground passage system below is what I was trying to get at.
And now the epic continuation of Stuck on Mars.
Well, welcome back to more Space Engineers Stuck on Mars. Last we had it, we managed to get ourselves assembled here. We managed to get the pod down here, but now we were trying to reestablish connection with the tower because they had to cut the tower down. So let's go make sure we have enough steel plates or interior plates and put them together so we can reconnect that. Well, that's definitely not... You don't make interior plates in a food thing. I might as well do steel plates because I'll be doing them later anyway. Oh, yeah. Steel plates are, like, expensive. I much prefer steel blocks over the interior blocks, but let's toggle everything on. Also, one last thing, just to make sure it's not active. And no, I am not invulnerable. Good. Getting screenshots, you gotta go on vulnerables if you want to be able to move the camera appropriately to the right angles, especially places where you can't normally get. It doesn't really matter where it goes, so we'll put it there. And we don't need to worry about all that. We want to reconnect to that battery, which is thankfully sucking up a charge in the meantime, so it's not like we're wasting it, which is really nice. But the last thing we need to do after that is get this guy reattached to the base. That way it's actually exchanging power with the base and not running off its own battery. We need to keep that survival kit charged with the other thing running the way it is. So we go to the refinery here, and I think we also discussed we're gonna have to go from underneath into the assembler. What happens if I put that in there? Okay, it's only gonna take 5. Production. We need to get a cargo hold too, that way we can actually store other things. Basic assembler. I already had it up, but I wasn't paying attention. All the steel plates I can get. I really do enjoy this game. This is probably one of the most fun games out there. It lets you just create. And at the same time, things shoot back, which is nice because I don't like games that just like let you create without worrying about destruction. There needs to be purpose in construction, and for me, purpose would be building to not die, building to survive. We're getting there, but we're gonna run out of plates. I need 1, 2, 3, 4 more steel plates. But we know what that means, guys. Get out the drill and do some mining real quick. We'll get reconnected to the grid, and then maybe what I'll do is I'll set up a... It'd be a shame if it'd be nice if I could just set up a piston. I might have to set up a rotor, a dual rotor system, or a hinge rotor. I think that would make that the easiest, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, to grid the two together. I forgot. We were trying to get this pod moved over. I don't want to destroy that lower end. I could... I'm just beating my head against the wall for no reason. If I could just lift that end up. I don't want to crouch anymore. Can I uncrouch? It's not enough. It's not enough. Not enough to push it. How much power is in the system still? Okay. Down to 60 kilowatts. Well, that moved it there. That lined it up there. Now we just gotta... Come on. Move! Move, you piece of garbage! Alright, we're gonna set maximum distance to 1 meter. Do that. That definitely lines that up, but it doesn't really move it. But it does also get it off the ground, so I wonder if I can scoot it now. It's moving. Ever so slowly, but it's moving. There we go. Look at that. It's starting to move. Less friction occurring. Oh, come on. Alright, we're kind of stopped. No, it's not moving on momentum at this point. Yeah, it needs to go up a little more than what it is. Need to push it. Come on, move, 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 move. I think that's in. I think that's as in as I'm going to get it, other than raising this up. I think I did it. Alright, we do that. Control panel. Rotor. I did it! She's connected! I did it! Yay! Oh, that was the hardest thing I've ever had to do, I think, at this moment. And the thing is, now I can turn the rotor, I can drag the thing across, I think. Although it is flexing bad. Yeah, let's see if I can, let's see how bad I can mess this up now. Leave that on there for the moment. So disengage the lock. Where's the lock? Oh, hinge lock right here. No. That's the rotor lock. I don't want the rotor. Is that the hinge or the rotor? That's the hinge. We need to reverse it. See if we can kind of move it deeper in with the hinge and then just leave it. Oh, the slow movings, but this is kind of important. If we don't move it slow, we could break something. So guys, at this point we have successfully and finally gotten the respawn pod stuck onto the main grid. Somehow, I don't know how I managed it, but I did, getting power to the grid. So now the respawn pod will be available for future use. This was really, really important. It was a very key moment. However, nothing really interesting is going to happen for a little while after this, so we're going to go ahead and skip ahead to something more interesting. Now, welcome back to Stream 3. This is where we started working on a drill truck. Originally, I talked about a piston miner, but a drill truck was going to be so much more useful because I would have had to break things down, and it was just going to be losing material every time I had to break something down. Well, it's easier to control a piston miner. I can do a lot more with the drill truck, provided I don't get it stuck. Now, you may be also looking at those pistons on the front there. Well, that is because in the space I had, I didn't really have room to worry about the wheels at the time. Now I've got to get these pistons to jack the truck up, and that way I can get the wheels on. And you really need to be careful when you do this kind of thing, because the physics can get a little weird sometimes where the piston goes into the ground and it's actually in the ground and not just on top of it. We're still skipping ahead further though, because this is just an update along the way of building this truck, and everything is again drug out because of resources. I actually prefer it this way. I know I've got the other thing, but I actually prefer looking at it this way, probably because I'm used to it. So I'll put both of those on throw out now. Go to the remote control, control it. Okay, so I'm not exactly filling them up, so that's good. And I'm gonna have to play with those wheels. So let's play with those wheels right now while we're dumping. Wheel power down to 10%. Probably set the max speed on this vehicle currently low too. Because if you adjust the max speed, she won't go nearly as fast, it won't jerk as much. And maybe the front wheels don't turn, they're just wheels of power. Actually, I think it's right and left too. Oh, got it partially right. The right wheel is correct, the left wheel is wrong. Steering. Oh, I always get one right. So there we go. And that's actually more problematic when there's more than two wheels. Yeah, this is actually not too bad. Like the vehicle itself, it just needs weight in the back. Especially since it's lifted itself up now. Can I? I think I got the wheels caught. Oh my god. Something else. I've had a few saves that have lasted a while, but unfortunately, somebody always was like, "Hey, we should play together," and then I'm like, "Oh yeah, we can," but then they want to like build, but they don't want to build, and so I load up the server that last time when I did it, I had a good game going, and then I started doing some very basic. That's not where stone goes. It goes in here. Some very basic creative stuff. And I used the same server, I just put it out in the middle of nowhere, and then next thing you know, got flooded with other creative stuff. But it wasn't too bad. And my fault for never going back to it. I kind of also abandoned it. The base was nice. Aside from being rained down by rays of God from 8 kilometers in the air, but you know, it wasn't bad. And I played it for a little bit. Problem is, when I play games like Space Engineers, I like to actually sit down and play them for extended periods. That's why you see me playing every day. When I pick a game, I play that game. I don't play 10 other games. I might play another game, and actually, every time I quit this game, I'm thinking about, man, I'd like to get back on this, and I can't play it because I'm not streaming it. So that's my real excuse at this point to play this on stream. Is like, well, you can't play if you don't stream it. Okay, I guess I'll stream. Not so much, well, now particularly this one, so now it's like, now I gotta stream it. That's what works out. Now, if this was on a slope, I could actually have this all just roll into a collector. Which I was talking about building a collector, so let's do a little digging here. Oop, ow. Oop. 1 second. Bear junction down here. I'm much more of a purpose builder. But playing somebody else's style, I've never really. That's one hard thing. Is like a lot of people want me to play. They want a min max, and I'm not a min maxer. So I guess in the min max style, absolutely. But purpose building, I can get things to kind of look good, although it depends on who you're asking. But I always go for a very hard industrial look. Now I have direct access to the refinery. That's actually not a bad thing. That makes this easier. And this is actually, it is working out pretty well because it drops all the rock on the ground, and I just go pick it up now. Ah, thank you. I forget what this one is. I wanted to keep it dark, but I didn't want it to be, I mean, like I wouldn't mind the game getting darker, but apparently when you're on YouTube and files get compressed, this gets all like really weird. So I was like, I can't go super solid black or you won't be able to see a thing. So, and it's pretty enough from the standard Space Engineer skybox. And I didn't eat, now I need food again. Hopefully there's food in here. I forget what one it is called, otherwise I'd tell you. Oh, you motherfucker! Oh. I don't know if I can catch it now. Woo! Oh, I did not know that was a thing. I don't really normally get these. Not the button. One of these is the button, right? What do I get? Did I get nothing? There it is. My cow welder. It tried to deny me my cow welder. Yeah, the rolling ball that just rolls away from you. That's always a fun one. Ooh. Vegetable products. And motors. Always use motors. Motors are expensive. Build a few more. I'm gonna need more anyway. Behind all of that. Come on. Up and out. Ah, it's a little high. I guess it doesn't matter. It'll be a nice little bumper, maybe. So in case you're at all wondering what I'm doing at this point, I'm building basically an overflow bay. If the hopper fills up full of stone, the idea is that there is still a storage of stone underneath everything. Now, this isn't normally a problem. You normally have your stuff deleted on servers, but when you're playing single player and you maxed out your thing to 1,000 pieces of stone, you can have a lot of floating stone sitting around, and so that can be an issue of overflowing and then stone rolling everywhere. But it also is a great thing for me to have the ability for stone to pile up because I can store more stone than my inventory technically allows. And since it's sitting over a hopper, it technically is stored despite the fact it's stored almost like in the refinery as an extra cargo bay. Not good with it at all. Like, I got that one, but that was all luck. And I'll do solid blocks here. Ooh, almost. That's not a solid block. Solid block. I think I'm going to wind up driving into the hole. But I don't think it's going to be a big deal. So it's okay. Now we can really make this thing work. I gotta try it now. Like I know it works, but I gotta try it. Because this would mean I don't have to get out of the vehicle anymore to empty. Alright, let's go. Ooh, we want to disable that. Make some space in here, and then I can turn around and actually drive in. I probably need to get off that little lip. It's definitely causing me to drill diagonally. There we go. Ones that have steering, I think I want to raise their strength. Yeah, if I raise its strength, I think it was this one, yes. But now I'm going to dig more on an upwards angle, probably. Actually, so far I'm not, which is a good thing. But I haven't been digging that long. And the soft rear suspension is helping because the wheel just lifts up so the vehicle doesn't angle. And we're full. I'm going to have to put more storage on this thing because already we're full. It's probably, like I said, going to get another set of wheels. You can relate to what, bumping your head on everything? I'm not sure what we were talking about there. I got kind of sidetracked last minute before I... There we go. It works. Like I said, I can just keep dumping now. Especially if I had more cargo space. Cargo space? Car no go space. Car no fly. That is a joke, my friends. Gotcha. I'm so proud of it. It's something so simple and so, well, not that ingenuitive, but you know, it's still proud of it. I just like watching it work now. But I definitely need to get more storage because you can see, I mean, I filled that way too quickly. These little drills don't hold enough. But if I slap an extra cargo, another medium-sized cargo container, I think the two of them will still do their job. So what I'm thinking is the vehicle, after I grab those, will need an extension of wheels. As we can see, that's an issue. That's going to scrape, so we had to put another set of wheels, which will also help bridge this gap right here a little better. By extending the vehicle out, it'll be more of a gap between, without adjusting the suspension, and it will have more room for these cargo containers, and we'll just slap a few more up in a row, and then the vehicle will do better. But right now, it's a little too small to do anything but this, so. And guys, right there was the end of stream 3. This got me kind of on the best footing I could be at this moment with a vehicle that can now mine. I'm in much, much better shape to get things done. Resourcing is just that much faster. It is basically leaning on the refinery speed at this point versus me remembering to fill the refinery, which, you know, I'm always forgetting to fill that refinery. So by having a stockpile of resources, means more material gets broke down, which means I have more material to work with, and the process is going to get faster about building things and doing things. Although, I'm going to say right now, it doesn't speed up very much for a little while. The next thing we're going to have to work on is not only extending the truck to supply more resources, but getting another refinery set up. That way we can process the material faster, because our real Achilles heel is the rate at which we can refine stuff. But I also want to say, Guyver, thanks for coming out during this stream. Incognito, I know I've seen you around a little bit. Appreciate you coming out. And everybody else who does show up for these streams, I really do appreciate you all coming out and watching these streams and hitting that like button. If you don't mind, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, though. Make sure to tell your friends. But y'all take care, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.